Eric was a fantastically talented painter, with eyes filled with curiosity about the world. Our story begins on one special morning for Eric. That morning when he woke, he discovered something different about his paintbrush. Its color was deeper, more enchanting than before. Eric was baffled. He examined his paintbrush carefully and found an amazing fact: his paintbrush had turned magical. No matter what he wanted to draw, the paintbrush could change to the corresponding color. When Eric painted the sun, it turned a warm yellow, and when he painted Every time Eric drew something with his magical paintbrush, it would turn into reality. He painted an apple and it materialized on his canvas. He painted a dog and it began jumping around in his studio. He even painted a castle and it surfaced in his yard. It was simply incredible for Eric. However, Eric knew he had to be very careful. He couldn't let anyone know about the magic of his paintbrush, or he might be in trouble. Moreover, Eric found some other peculiarities. When he worked hard, the color of his paintbrush would thicken. Like extensive backgrounds, human emotions, or worldwide ambiances, the paintbrush would display even denser colors. He also figured out the more challenging the work, the richer the colors the paintbrush would show. This made Eric understand that there were no instantaneous honors or easy roads. Many exciting things required patience and persistence to achieve. Eric never told anyone about the secret of his paintbrush. He just silently created magnificent artworks in his studio. His works were filled with spirituality and innovation that were riveting. Every time he completed a new piece, he felt deep satisfaction. He knew his magical paintbrush was a one-of-a-kind gift, and he should use it in the best manner. So, that was Eric's captivating journey. He created beautiful realms, one after another, with his magical paintbrush. Not just to satisfy his passion for creation, but also to bring joy and awe to the world. From Eric's story, we learned to bravely confront the wonders of life, accept the challenges of living, and find positivity in difficulties. It's a story that tells about innovation, determination, the spirit of adventure, and how to change the world with art. For Eric, each day seemed like a new adventure. One day, he decided to try something a bit different, so he started adding elements he had never thought of before in his paintings. He painted radiating rainbows, idle gnolls, darting elves, and even a heart that sprouted wings to fly. Each detail in the painting pulsed with energy and life, and his created world became more and more prosperous under his brush. Eric's paintings attracted attention from the entire town. His works displayed endless innovation and unprecedented imagination. Everyone wanted to know how he did it, but Eric would just smile, nod his head, and not say a word. As time passed, Eric's reputation grew, and his paintings became considered masterpieces of modern art. Even though Eric was now a well-known artist, he still kept painting every day and kept his passion for art for as fervent as ever. His style kept changing, but his enthusiasm to explore new ideas and create innovations never faded. With the quiet office and a paintbrush in hand, Eric's mind brimmed with enjoyment and sparks of creativity. Perhaps one day, Eric's paintbrush will no longer be magical, but he knows that doesn't matter. All he wants is to immerse himself in the joy of creating and find his own place from it. Because after all, the real magic comes from deep within our souls, from our imagination and passion for life. As long as we have a heart, every one of us has the magic to create our own unique world. And that is Eric's story, a story filled with alternative worlds and creative journeys. It also reminds us that every innovation requires hard efforts, resilience, and love for life. We can take inspiration from that, in whatever field, with determination and the spirit of innovation, everyone can become an artist in their life. One day, Eric brought all his works to an open square for exhibition. The entire square was illuminated under his work's radiance. Everyone was amazed by his creativity and imagination. The children looked at his painting and giggly said, "Look, that cloud looks like a dragon. That waterfall is simply picturesque." Eric's art not only broadened people's vision but also shifted their perspective towards art. His paintings were rich with symbolic implications, and the embedded visual language offered people a new feel and understanding of life. They no longer limited themselves to the traditional art appreciation, but started to enjoy the emotions and ideas expressed in Eric's art. Eric was not only an artist, but also an innovator. His art represented not just beauty, but more of his sensitivity and unique insights towards life. After all, for an artist, innovation is not just a choice, but an attitude towards life. As time went by, his works became part of people's lives, bringing dreams, hope, and inspiration. When night fell, Eric sat in his studio, gazing at his canvas. With his paintbrush, each uncharted idea, each untold story danced along with his thoughts, waiting to be captured. Eric deeply knew that his journey was not over, his story was to continue. No matter when or where, Eric always had that childlike curiosity and spirit of adventure. He knew deeply that, sometimes, the end of one journey is actually the beginning of another. And for Eric, his innovative journey, just like his painting, was infinite. Eric's paintings were like the mirror to his inner world, reflecting his understanding of and emotions towards the world. He often infused his profound thoughts, surging passion, and intense emotions into his works. Each painting was filled with his wisdom, always leaving people feeling his deep thoughts and endless creativity. Although Eric's paintings were considered the pinnacle of modern art, he never rested on his laurels. He always adhered to the principles of innovation and imagination in his creations. He kept challenging himself, pushing his own boundaries to create even more astonishing works. Eric was both a storyteller of tales and a catcher of dreams. His paintings combined his observations of life and his understanding of human emotions together, forming beautiful and fascinating stories. Looking at his works was like reading a color-filled book, flipping through each page and discovering new ideas and inspirations. Even though Eric had achieved enviable successes, he didn't stop his devotion to art. He understood that art was a form of expression, a way of communicating with the world. He would keep painting, pursuing his creative path, until he found the ultimate answer. And this is Eric's story. A child's curiosity and yearning for the unknown led him to explore and understand the world through his brush and colors. His journey, just like his paintings, was brilliant, dramatic, and full of the unknown. But for Eric, his world was about to begin. Although Eric received countless praises and fame, he never forgot his initial dream, to share his inner world with others through his brush. Therefore, wherever he went, he always carried his brush and canvas. His brush was filled with the colors of life and his understanding of the world, transforming these personal experiences into works that can touch people's souls. Some people might attribute Eric's success to his talent and innovative ideas, but Eric himself believed that his success came more from his love for art and persistence in his dream. He believed that everyone has a unique world inside their hearts, and art is the unique means to showcase this world. Just as you experience the wonder and joy when appreciating his art, Eric loved to pour his emotions and viewpoints into whatever he created, presenting his inner world to everyone. He believed that only through genuine involvement in his creation could people feel his passion and resonate with him. The story still goes on, and Eric will also continue his creative journey, constantly exploring, innovating, and trying new techniques and styles. Each of his pieces is like a new adventure, full of the unknown and anticipation. Just like Eric always believes, every moment in life is precious, and the power of art lies in capturing these moments and making them eternal. Maybe one day, Eric will put down his brush, but his story, his innovative journey, and his influence will forever remain in people's hearts. He created his own path with art. Each of his works will forever light up the world. Because after all, true art is eternal, it transcends time and space and will never disappear. Even if we can't see Eric's face, we can still see his heart in his works. His works are his self-portraits, vibrant and full of life. His paintings are reflections of his soul, revealing his passionate love for life and his firm pursuit of beauty. During the day, Eric sourced inspiration from the streets, painting a mix of chaos and order, calmness and fervor, depth and frivolity. At night, under the bright light, he worked quietly, shaping every dream with his brushstrokes, leaving his thoughts and understanding of the world on the canvas. Art is an endless journey for Eric. Each day brings new ideas, new scenes, and new inspirations. His creativity never stops, as does the flow of life. He believes that as long as there is life, there is art. It's a cycle of creation that never ceases, just like the rhythm of nature. Eric always believes that his mission is not just to create art, but more importantly, through his works, to let more people understand and feel the power of art. He hopes his work can inspire people to think deeper about life, arouse their love for beauty, and pursuit of dreams. So, this is not just Eric's story, it's everyone's story. Eric painted everyone's inner dreams and hopes with his brush and allowed us to see our reflection through the mirror of art. Because in everyone's life, there is an artist like Eric, who is creating his masterpiece, which is our life. In the world of art, Eric is a traveler, moving from one story to another, from one emotion to another. Throughout this journey, he left a collection of vibrant works, recording his emotions, his understanding of the world. On the road to creation, Eric encountered difficulties and challenges, but he never gave up. His determination and perseverance illuminated his path, giving him hope and strength. He wove his stories and life into beautiful landscapes with his canvas and colors. His paintings are not just paintings, they are his language, his way of communicating with the world. Every color, every line, tells his stories, conveying his emotions. His works are filled with love, dreams, and hope. This is what he wants the world to see. Eric's paintings are the lighthouse in his heart, illuminating his life journey. His works are like the wind, blowing away his confusion, igniting his passion. His paintings are his mentor, illuminating his moments of confusion, leading him to uncharted territory. Every canvas, every brush, is Eric's weapon. He uses them to battle, to create, and to explore the infinite world of art. He believes as long as he works hard, continues creating, he can reach the other shore of his dream, creating stunning artworks. Every day, Eric spends time in his art studio, accompanied by paints, brushes, and canvases. His studio is both his stage for creativity and the dwelling of his soul. Here, he can freely express his creativity, transforming his thoughts and emotions into his works. No matter how the world changes, Eric always adheres to his love for art and his creative attitude. He knows that real art comes from life, from deep understanding of the world. His studio is his window to observe the world, to feel life, and also his bridge to communicate with the world. Eric loves his paintings, and he regards them as his children. He nurtures them with care, nourishing them with his passion and spirit. He hopes that each of his works can have power, life, be able to tell their own stories, and convey their own emotions. His gallery is like the home of his children. Each painting has its own place, just as every child has a corner in his heart. He adds color to the world with his paintings, allowing people to see his soul and feel his emotions through his works. Eric continues his creative journey, each day filled with new passion and inspiration. His paintings are his notebook, documenting his dreams, hopes, love, and life. His story is still unfolding, and his paintings will continue to illuminate the world. Life for Eric is like an endless art exhibition, full of possibilities and surprises. He weaves his soul into each of his paintings, allowing his creations to serve as the evidence of his existence. Every moment he is creating history, drawing the blueprint of his life. His paintings are like his diaries, documenting his emotions and feelings. He uses colors to express his joys and sorrows, and lines to depict his dreams and hopes. In his paintings, there are no secrets, only truth and purity. On his canvas, his inner world is given life and color. He spends time every day in his studio, concentrating on his creations. He can see a huge world from a small idea, see a kaleidoscope of colors from a simple color. In his eyes, everything is a source of inspiration. Every expression and movement can ignite the passion in his heart. Eric's life is his art. His every smile, every canvas, every stroke of the brush is his interpretation of life. He believes that as long as he continues to create, continues to search for new possibilities on the canvas, he can find his own sky. Therefore, Eric's story is not yet over. He has more dreams to pursue, more paintings to paint. His paintings will continue to shine, illuminating his path, and also illuminating the path of those who seek inspiration and passion in art. Eric's creations are his means of communicating with the world. His paintings are his reflection of the world. He infuses his understanding and love into his art, engraves his emotions and thoughts onto his canvas. His paintings are filled with significance and life. They are his unique views of the world. His paintings are his language, his voice. Whether he feels happy or in pain, rich or poor, he uses his brush to depict his inner world. He uses his paintings to tell stories, share his experiences, communicate his feelings. His paintings are the window to his soul, showing people his inner world. His creative process is his journey, his canvas is his map. Each of his creations is a milestone on his path of pursuit, documenting his growth and changes. His paintings are his footprints, recording his past, pointing towards his future. Eric uses his paintings to interpret his understanding of life, He uses his creativity to broaden his horizons. His paintings are the bridge between his inner self and the outside world, the bonds connecting him and the public. Through his paintings, we can see his world, his soul, his dreams. And this is Eric, a passionate, dream-filled artist. His paintings display his profound understanding of life and his love for art. His story, like his paintings, is unique. His journey isn't over yet. He will continue to paint his dreams, his life, his world on his canvas. His story, just like art, continues to unfold in its beautiful, unpredictable way. Bring you a good sleep and a good dream. Good night, everyone.